So, hello friends. I'm in Knutsford, and if you know Knutsford, it's a bit posh. We're going with... Oh, it's Julie. Might as well while we're here. No. So this is a brand new charity shop, and it's set out like a boutique charity shop, and that's the theme of today's video, because yeah, everything was really overpriced. I mean, there was some Uniqlo jeans for $18.50, and there was some Boohoo for £15, but a lot of the like designer stuff, like the branded stuff, are unsurprisingly rather expensive. There was a Fred Perry jacket there for £90. But yeah, just listen to what this guy had to say.
Too neat and tidy and too expensive.
Yeah. I know he did at all. Too neat and tidy and too expensive. That's for Downton Abbey, not for us. Come on. 50% off though. I was like, is this the one?
Yes,
this is the one, right, okay. So, if you see anything, let me know. Oh, right, okay. So this is the top end, and there's that's a walk through there.
Yeah, steakhouse and everything.
And it loops round, and there's some shops on the other side.
Those little shops down there.
I know. Very pretty. There's the Age UK.
Yeah, very pretty.
Willow Boutique. Yeah, that Age UK is very nice. It looks like it was an old tailor's.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I didn't know that was actually for the walk.
Nah, it's alright. It's expensive in there.
Yeah. I love the shops off.
Oh, can you imagine in the summer with ice cream? I know. We love a garden centre, don't we, Mum?
We do love a garden centre.
Look at this. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Oh, that's so nice.
I'm not getting a whiff of Christmas yet.
I just got a whiff of cinnamon. Yeah.
My nose is still a bit blocked, so that's probably why.
Oh, look. They're so good.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not like the old ones. These are like the plasticky ones, aren't they?
Well, they are, but...
That's nice.
It's gorgeous, that, isn't it? Yeah.
That you can see it inside, they're going up.
Yeah.
They're coming down again. Oh, look at the church. That's like the church in Home Alone.
It is.
Toy store. Oh. Can we see it? Can we see it? Oh. We might be able to see it up here. Joddle Bank.
Is it that way or is it that way?
The biggest satellite in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
New cars coming.
Yes. This is this one.
It's nice and pretty.
Biggest dish in Europe, isn't it?
Who's a dish?
Oh, you'll get it here, look.
Da 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 da. It's pointed away from us at the moment, so it's a bit busy. Joddle Bank.
There we go.
You can see it in the background there. Da, da, da. Bit of culture for you. Okay. Okay, I am back, and I've got a few bits. Let's see, what's this? Oh, this is from the British Red Cross. It's a barber top, and it was only £3.49. Instead of say it's a barber top, it's like a tunic dress. I feel like I'm collecting them all now. I need to check to see if it works, but Lego alarm clock thing. This one is from the British Red Cross near me. it just looks good on the back. Triple Z Studios. I don't know what it is, but it's really heavy cotton. It's really nice. $3.99, and it's a company called Derek Rose. Derek Rose. There we go. And it's just a plain t-shirt, but Derek Rose is pretty fancy as far as I'm concerned, because the cotton is gorgeous. Anywho, that's all I got from there, from those two British Red Crosses. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my experience in Knutsford, and I'm going to kind of set up a theme of this video, which is different types of charity shops, and you know, like the boutiques, the warehouses, and like the normal ones and the bargain stores and stuff like that. I'm just going to get my orders, and we're going to Morrison's, but there's a charity shop next to Morrison's, so I'll go there. But if you can't find what is going into Morrison's, we have to go to this new Aldi. Oh, I'm a little bit hot because I'm in the lockup and I've just been moving a shit ton of boxes. But yes, I've got my orders. Go through them. Sergio Tashini top, sold on Depop for £15. Fred Perrier polo, sold on eBay, £25. Bua, it's a mini massager. How much that sold for? It sold for £14. Kettlewell pants, sold on eBay for £22.50. Little ceramic dish thing, that sold for £16.50. Plush sold on an offer on Depop for like £7 or £8, something like that. Pikachu also on Depop for £14.50. It's a Build-A-Bear. G-Star jeans sold on eBay for £15.50. Football boots sold on eBay for £13.50. Billabong shirt sold on eBay for £21.50. And good item today, this little lamp thing sold on eBay for £32.50. So that's all my eBay sales for today. This is what usually happens once I've done picking my orders around, because I need to move so many boxes. They're all on top of each other, so I have to move them all back. I'll have to move them all back next time, because these should be organised like this, but yes, so I'm going to go now. So Dad, where are we going? Where are you going?
Morrison's.
Exactly. He's going to Morrison's, guess where I'm going?
Where are you going?
Charity shop.
Oh yeah.
It's literally next door to Morrison's.
Oh yeah. Ben.
What do you think?
Chicken a roll.
What do you think of the fancy new Aldi?
Look at this.
So don't get me wrong, I think there is a place for boutique charity shops. I haven't got a problem with them. But do they take away the opportunity for regular folk who have only got regular charity shops? Are they the future? Or are they just like a niche, kind of trendy kind of like vibe? Because these boutique charity shops are always in affluent areas, but they do spring up a little bit in other pockets. But yeah, I think the boutique, and then you've got the big warehouse charity shops, but then you've got just your regulars, like I'm going to now.
Your mum's on her way in.
Parcel's done.
So they're done.
Hey, bud. So, I mean, the guy in the charity shop, literally, he didn't make any qualms of it. It was actually quite loud. It was technically a new charity shop, like it had just opened, and I think they were going for minimalist, kind of boutique-y. And the guy said it very loudly, like very loudly. Too neat and tidy and too expensive, because it was ridiculous. Like a lot of stuff was like ridiculously overpriced. But that's not just all that happened. When I went into the British Red Cross up the road, the sales assistant in there was talking to another customer, and they said, "Oh, have you been in it yet?" And she was like, "I had a peek in," and it was very boutique and it was very minimalist. And I just went, "Oh, is that the new charity shop down the road?" And she went, "Yeah." I said, "I've just been in there. It's I said, "It's interesting." And then my mum was like, "It's really expensive." And that's one of the things I want to talk about is like the different types of charity shop. Like I do think there is a place for lots of different types, like the boutique. I think charity shops aren't just these little old granny run charity shops anymore. I think they've evolved, and I think unfortunately obviously charity shops, like they know what they've got because of what, like we know what they've got as well. Like we've got a tool, it's on our phone, it's called eBay Comps. You can check what they're listed for and what they sell, and that's how they're making a lot of money. Fair play to them. But they're also selling online. They're filtering out loads of stuff, and then they're putting it all online. So, you know, fair play to them. They're a charity, they've got to make the money. Not a problem with that. Yeah, I think the old school like charity shops that are run by little old ladies, they say, oh, that's 20p, that's 10p. They are either very few and far between, or they've all gone. And I do think that is the case. Like you won't find anything less than £1 in a charity shop these days, unless it's like on a stupid sale rack, you know. But yeah, and I think the future is in the big warehouses. Remember me and Chica, we went to the big charity shop, the big Oxfam, and they were overpriced because it was a new charity shop. But these big out of town on industrial estates, these big warehouses, I think they can fit more in, and I think they'll get more customer, and so they could reduce the prices a little bit. But I think that's the way to go, if being honest, the American style ones, because the high street, the rent of the building is the cost, and then they also have to pay council tax for it, and it's like it is a charity. Surely you should give them a reduced rate of council tax, and like, you know, they've got to pay bills and everything. And yeah, they get the stock free, fair enough. They get volunteers free, fair enough. But usually there's a shop manager that gets a wage. I'm not sure if I like that, but it is what it is. So right now it's in a transition phase. Like depending on the area, I feel like Alderley Edge, which is like one of the most richest kind of stuck up places in the world, they have about 6 or 7 charity shops, and they are all ridiculously overpriced. And I've been there a couple of times, and yeah, each one is very boutiquey. They have lent into the boutique kind of market, and they're not like regular charity shops where they're just normally priced. Even if it's like a little bit over, they are obscenely priced, a bit like some certain parts of London. So I do feel like there is a place for boutiques, but what I feel happens is regular charity shops, they have like an area manager, they put pressure on them to change or to do something different, and so they are trying to turn these normal charity shops into boutique places and then put the prices so that they can get more money. But if it's in an area where people don't spend a lot of money in charity shops, how are they going to get rid of the stuff? It just doesn't make sense. If you're not making enough money to cover all the costs when it's a normal charity shop, why turn it into a boutique? Yeah, so there is a place, one of the charity shops, they've recently kind of cleaned their act up. They've cleaned it all out, and they've made it, they've got lots of wood, lots of this is why I've got this here, and it's like they've done lots of different things. They've added like little neon lights, and they had a section called Reloved. I think it's called Reloved, and it's basically like moderations or things that need like changed or done to it. So they're catching things, and they've done it. It's got like a pipe railing, washboard walls, you know, that kind of. So it's turned kind of like boutiquey. Anywho, so yeah, I think that's like they're trying to be a bit more hip, or trying to be a bit more like get people lit through the door. But at the same time, if you do that, you alienate a lot of regular people who just like a rummage, like a bargain. And yeah, I think you can only, but it's a balancing act. But I think there's room for all of them. But I definitely feel like the old charity shop where you can get things for pennies, that's gone, and it's been morphed into the kind of normal charity shop that we expect today. And I think they're getting kind of reduced or cherry picked in certain areas to turn into boutiques. But I do think the future is definitely the big charity shops, like the big warehouses, very much like America. I do think that's the future, because there's just so much you can put in there. Like I can say there's one in Ashton, there's a Bernardo's in Ashton that's always busy, and it's massive. Oh, by the way, yeah, I did get those Sizzix embosser and cutter and everything. It seems pretty good. It's only £4. And I got a couple of Terry Pratchett books for me. But yeah, that was pretty good. And I did get a couple of tiny forks. They're underneath there. Thank you, anyway, for stopping by and watching the video. And yes, I will see you all next time. Bye.